Good afternoon. How we doing? I'm good. Good.
We already spoke to a couple guys in the locker room who said things felt different today, just energy higher as you guys are kind of going through this period of adversity. How do you expect your guys to respond to those challenges this week?
Exactly how they did today. With energy, with enthusiasm. We have, like I said after the game, we have the right guys in the locker room and truly believe in what we're building here. And it's the NFL. You're going to kind of go through these valleys. And at the end of the day, we have the guys in there to climb out of it. And I'm fortunate to be a part of it.
You played Monday night, I believe, in Kansas City. I don't know if it's still Arrowhead. But what is that environment like, and what challenges does that pose?
I love playing there. It's such a fun atmosphere. The fans are great. It's loud. And I truly enjoy it. And at the end of the day, like, it's going to come down to us being able to communicate. It is a tough environment. But at the same time, like, that's what you play for. You love these moments. You love these atmospheres. And I'm really looking forward to it.
And Marcus, just a quick piggyback off of that. You've had some success playing at Arrowhead. What's allowed for you to be successful there, and what do you love about it?
First and foremost, I just love the atmosphere. It reminds me a lot of college. I love playing on the road. I think kind of that us versus everybody mentality is something that I really feel like I've thrived on in my career. But I love playing at Arrowhead. I actually have family there, so I do get to see some family. And at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, it is a tough place to play. But as long as you get everybody going on the same page and you're communicating, it allows you to be able to execute and do what you need to do.
DQ spoke a lot about this team refocusing itself and finding and establishing its identity, said that a lot of that comes from the leaders in that locker room. How do you help this team center its identity?
Well, when it comes down to it, it's looking at each other and doing what you preach. We talk about brotherhood. We talk about the culture. And right now it's being challenged. And I think our guys are willing to step up to that challenge. But it's not just something that you're going to kind of like quietly talk about over here or kind of quietly do over here. It really comes down to everyone just coming together. And like I said, we have a bunch of guys that have been in these scenarios before, have been in these situations, have played a lot of football. And really when it comes down to it, just leaning in on that experience and believing in one another. And I think, like I said, we have the guys in that locker room to do that.
In what ways does it help your preparation when Jaden is declared out kind of early in the week and going into the first practice of the week, the Wednesday practice of the week, that you're going to be the guy?
Honestly, for me, it doesn't change a whole lot. I really try to prepare like I'm the starter every week. And I try to do all the mental reps. Now more so I'm getting just more physical reps than I am the mental part of it. But I try not to change my process through the week just because I feel like as long as I got my process, I can lean on that whether I'm playing or not. And it's worked well for me over the course of the last couple of years. Just being around Cliff and Tavita and the rest of the offensive staff, like I feel really confident in the way that we prepare, and I just go about it the same way.
And between last year and this year, Jaden's missed a couple games here and there. What's he like in the quarterback room, in the meeting room, out on the practice field when he's out there with you guys, when he's injured and he's not the starter?
Great support system, man. He just as much involved as if he were playing, and I truly appreciate that about him. Whether he's talking about things that he's seen on tape or whether he's getting a tidbit here and there from guys maybe he's reached out to, like all the information that he gathers during the course of a week, he shares with us, whether he's playing or not. And I appreciate that about him. I think that's what makes him different than a lot of people, is his ability just to stay engaged whether he's playing or not.
Marcus, I know the answer is probably obvious, but I need to hear it from you. Having Terry and Debo back, what does that do for a quarterback, especially being on the road against a really good defense?
Well, it's fun to have them out there at practice, first and foremost. Those guys are not only unbelievable football players, but they're great leaders. And when you go through these kind of adverse situations and you're kind of going and dealing with these valleys as a team, it's nice to kind of get a spark with those guys coming back out on the field. So nice having them around. We'll hopefully continue to see as they trend towards the game. But it's for me, it's nice to throw to those guys for sure.
Said post game that you wanted to check on Jaden after the injury just to see how his mental was, and you've gone through this yourself. The unique pressures that are on a young quarterback that's viewed as a franchise guy that's going to turn things around. How does one compartmentalize all of that pressure that's on you on a daily basis as you try to learn how to become a quarterback in this league?
Yeah, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I didn't do a very good job of it when I was in Tennessee. And for me, like, I wanted to be able to provide Jay with just, hey, man, I've been there before. I understand the frustration. And sometimes it's not even just talking. It's just like, bro, I'll sit here all day with you in the locker room and just kind of be there and be a presence for him. So at the end of the day, like, it is tough when you are brought in to be that guy. I think the pressures and the challenges that come with that is a privilege, but it is something that I think is very unique and something that you're maybe not used to. And the more that I can just continue to be there for him and help him through these situations, and even like right now, just kind of getting our guys ready to roll. And hopefully when he gets back, he's ready to roll. There's momentum, and we got a spark, and we're playing well. So it's just things like that where, hey, man, you're not in this alone, and just making sure he understands that. And the more that he can kind of lean into all of us as a team, I think the better he'll feel, the healthier he'll feel, and when he's ready to come back, he'll be good to go.
Chiefs coming off a couple pretty good defensive performances, including a shutout. What do you see from them on tape?
Yeah, and it's so interesting because when I was at the Titans, I played against Spags, and he's been there for a long time. And what's cool, just from an observer from and just watching tape of them, like, they just have so many interchangeable parts where they can get guys that maybe played safety in college, that played linebacker, that they can kind of move around, and maybe he plays in the post, maybe he's playing in the box. So they do a great job of just kind of creating different and unique looks. And then on top of that, when you got good players, when you guys got, guys like Chris Jones up front, McDuffie and those guys, like, when they're rolling too, they're playing great. But it's a very unique challenge, and one that it's kind of funny. Like, I can even go look back in my notes from almost 10 years ago, and, like, he's completely changed on how he does it. And the challenge that it poses to us is, like, it's so unique kind of year to year, maybe even game to game. So for us, being able to communicate and just getting everybody on the same page, that way at the end of the day, we can just go out there and execute what our plan is. Cool. Thanks, Mark. Awesome, guys. Thank you. Have a good day.